What is up, guys? Rambling Collector back here with another manga review for all of you. I know for a while I've been narrating a lot of books lately, but this time I thought I'd take a breather and review some books that I have already read and would like to share with all of you. So first up on the list is going to be the manga Doubt by Yoshiki Tonogai. I gotta be honest with you guys, I did not know anything about this manga until I heard about it from somebody who recommended it to me. And I have to tell you, I had never seen a manga that had suspense or murder mystery, but I can tell you guys right now, once I started this story, I had to know how it ended. But for now, let's talk some more about it. So the plot of this manga, of Doubt, revolves around a group of strangers all meeting each other because they all have one thing in common. They are all players of the newest mobile game, Rabbit Doubt. The game itself revolves around a group of rabbits, where one among them is a wolf in disguise. Kind of takes into consideration that quote of a wolf in sheep's clothing, but in this case it's a wolf in rabbit's clothing. And this wolf goes around the entire group, killing the rabbits, whilst the rabbits themselves had to figure out who exactly is the wolf among them. So they all meet up, and the next thing you know, they are all knocked out by a stranger wearing a rabbit hood. Next thing you know, they wake up in an abandoned factory with barcodes tattooed on various parts of their bodies and no memory of how they arrived in that building. So essentially, this whole thing has a very suspenseful feel to it as you go throughout the story. The whole premise of this is they're trying to find out who the murderer is among them, because as the story progresses, this group starts getting whittled down one by one as each person is killed in various different ways. Most prominently being hung by a noose, which that alone is some disturbing imagery, I'm not going to lie to you guys. But I was actually very surprised at how hooked I was to this manga. Probably because it was a very different premise to it. I haven't really read any murder mysteries that often, but this one managed to grab my attention and kept me on the edge of my seat, wondering who the true identity of the wolf in this scenario was. Now, the art style was very well done. It was very clean, very polished. They did very well. They didn't go over the top with the blood and gore, I will say, which is good to me, because if you make it too over the top, then it becomes, well, it makes it seem more fake than it already is. But anyways, I'm getting off topic here. So, cool thing about this, at first it was released in 4 original manga volumes, but as of late it has gotten a re-release where 2 of the volumes are crammed into one larger paperback. So essentially you get the 2-for-1 book deal, which is very nice for collecting, as well as it also looks really nice on the shelf too, to have these large paperback manga volumes on your shelf. And the funny thing is, the covers are actually flipped where it goes sideways, which is very weird, but in a way it makes it work. And in all honesty, you guys, I would definitely recommend picking this up because of just how anonymous this seems. Like, nobody ever talks about this manga, which in a sense does mean a lot when you compare it to other titles like One Piece or Kakegurui or Nobugun's Life or My Hero Academia especially. So this one kind of fell through the cracks. But in all honesty, I definitely would recommend picking this up if you want a good suspenseful murder mystery, or if you want something that will at least have you on the edge of your seat for the entire story and will keep you guessing as to who is the killer. And when you find out who it is, as well as how it came about, you will be shocked and you will want to see more. Which, funny enough, there actually is 2 sequel series to this manga. The direct sequel being Judge. I've kind of forgotten the name of the 3rd one, but if I do find it out, I will let you know. In the meantime, once again, I do recommend this one, especially for the ease of collection it has. Like, it's just like 2 extra large volumes, which makes for some good reading if you want to take your time and don't want the story to end so quickly like it normally would in other manga volumes, which are much smaller. But let me go ahead and give this a general score. So my overall score for this manga would definitely be a solid 8 out of 10, maybe 8.5, for the main part of the fact that it's very rare to see a murder mystery that keeps itself fresh, that doesn't become stale or becomes obvious. More importantly, it keeps you guessing until the very end of just who exactly the killer is. The one responsible for putting all these people in the situation of kill or be killed, or suspecting who is the murderer. It keeps you guessing until the very end, which is why this one ranks pretty well high for me. Which I know you normally say that with a lot of my book reviews, but this one has actually earned that. So if you all are interested, go ahead and look it up for yourself. You can find it either on Amazon or you can find it under Yen Press. Anyways, thank you all for listening, and I'll be back again with another review soon. Have a nice day. This is Rambling Collector, signing off.